Hello everyone, today I'm going to be reviewing the Eversew Starter Sewing Kit from Amazon. So this is a great beginner sewing kit. I've had this since like 2022, I think. It's 2025 right now. And I just want to go over all the items in it and also talk to you about items I've added to it that I just think are great for every beginner sewer to have. As I said, I got this sewing kit on Amazon a few years ago. It's still on Amazon, so I'm going to link it below and you can buy it if you want. So it comes with these sewing shears, which honestly are great. I use them all the time, so I definitely recommend these. It also comes with this pin cushion, which is so good. I have this other pin cushion which I got somewhere else. It's just, I don't even know what it is, like a tomato and strawberry, I don't know. Didn't come in the kit, but I never use this because the magnetic one works so well. If you drop it or anything, like it comes with a little compartment that you can stick them in. It's just works perfectly, so highly recommend a magnetic pin cushion, even if you don't buy this entire kit. It also comes with these little clippers that are meant to clip thread off of clothing. I use these sometimes, but honestly, I find myself just going to my regular shears because I don't see much use for these unless I have them like right next to me in my general vicinity while I'm sewing. And you know, usually your machine, most sewing machines also have a little blade that will cut your thread or anything like that. So I usually honestly don't use these very often, but they're still useful and they come in the kit, so it's like might as well. Let's see, it also comes with its own rotary cutter, which is very nice. Definitely recommend it. It comes with these, which as you can see, I've had this for, like I said, 3 years and I haven't even taken these off yet. These pins, sewing pins are great, or not pins, clips, sorry, are great for just, I guess if you're, you know, sewing something a straight line and you don't want to use pins. I don't use them a ton, but I still do think they're useful, but I just honestly find myself using pins more often. Something I love that it comes with is this sort of I don't really even know what these things are called, you guys, but like a ruler, you know, for measuring your fabric and stuff. It's pretty useful. It's small, but it's still useful. Same thing, it even comes with a cutting board, a smaller cutting board, which again, small but useful, so no complaints there. And the last thing that I believe came in this kit is this measuring tape. Extremely useful. You need this. I cannot remember if this came in the kit or not, or if I got this separately, but a seam gauge, so important. Definitely need this if you're gonna start learning how to sew. I almost forgot to mention, it also does come with a seam ripper, which is extremely useful when you're learning to sew, also just for everybody who sews, because you mess up all the time and you have to undo everything. So yeah. Okay, now I want to talk about a few things that I have just added to my sewing kit that did not come with the kit. First thing is I've gotten these just from Walmart. To be honest with you, I don't remember what they're called. What is this called? The paper that, whatever. I'm like the worst, I don't remember what it's called. But, you know, you stick it underneath your pattern pieces and you take one of these bad boys and you just go over it to make the lines appear on your fabric so that you know where your darts and things like that are going to be. I should have like done research before I started this video because I honestly can't remember what these are called and I don't want to look it up, so useful. Interfacing. I just have interfacing on hand because you need interfacing for a lot of projects. Interfacing is sort of what makes your fabric more sturdy if you need that. Pinking shears. Pinking shears are extremely useful. I also got these at Walmart. You can cut your fabric and it will make it so that it's not going to fray as easily. This is really good for like seam finishes and things like that on beginner sewing projects. I also have a few zippers on hand randomly. I don't know if this is like recommended, if I would recommend this. I guess so. I don't know. I honestly don't know why I have so many zippers on hand. Needles, extra needles are always useful. Needles for hand sewing, and also organ needles, which are what goes in your machine when you break your needles. And the last thing that I actually have a few of these that I have just gotten myself, is tailor's chalk. Tailor's chalk is so useful for sewing projects. It's something that you're gonna put on your fabric onto the pattern so that you know where you need to make your darts or where you need to sew a buttonhole, things like that. This is my very unprofessional review of the Eversew Sewing Starter Kit from Amazon. I'm gonna link it below. I definitely recommend this sewing kit for anyone who's starting, and also just getting all those extra little things that I've also recommended in this video. So thank you for watching. Love ya.